What's up, people? It's Frank, back with another episode of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon Iron Man on Hard 5. We are on Chapter 22. We're just about to get started. I'm back after about a month break. I've been dealing with all the quarantine stuff, and I've had a bit on my plate, so I haven't really been able to focus on this. So it's been a little while, but I'm ready to jump back into it. I was about 10 minutes in, and my game completely froze just a minute ago, so I actually hadn't even encountered any combat yet, so it was fine. I just it was a little frustrating, but we're gonna get ready to jump in here. Let's see if I can remember the commentary things I said from the last 10 minutes I was playing. I gotta go up to this village. Marth has to have the Star Sphere and the Light Sphere in order to gain the Starlight Tome so we can defeat Gharnef on the next chapter. Otherwise, that becomes a little trickier. So, but it also involves sacrificing my Light Sphere and my Star Sphere, which is not necessarily something I want to do, but if I've got to, I got to. And so I'm going to try and visit the village at the end of the chapter so I can use the Star Sphere and the Light Sphere for as long as I can on this chapter, and make use of them. If I recall, because it's been a little while, so I have to kind of refresh my own memory, Tiki, Keita, Katria, Pala, and Ogma were kind of my powerhouse units that I was using, and then Lind was also pretty important. She's going to be the one that's using Starlight when I get it. She doesn't have much bulk on the backside with defense or resistance, but Riss has that covered. And I do have a barrier staff that I will probably be using to try and, I don't know, get up her staff level and possibly make sure that Riss can take the damage needed to kind of soak that up like a sponge. But we're just gonna get going, and I forgot I brought Bantu. He is not really gonna be that useful, honestly, but it'll be worth using him at the very least. I do have a pure water on Lind in the event that I do want to use her in that way. I am going to imitate Katria with Zane because just getting a second Katria is going to be awesome. So these guys are going to, I have to be careful not to press the N button on my keyboard because I think that's what froze me the last time, so I just have to be careful. There are no enemies that can attack me if I move all the way north, so I'm going to do so. Keita now has the Star Sphere. Asta's gonna come fly up here too. So, Ogma's traveling by foot and he's a little slower, but he's still gonna be a bulky unit that I can use. Ironically enough, actually, Katria is not gonna be able to double the Dragoon that flies down this way. So, and because he has a Rider's Bane, I'm not gonna be able to use Keita to deal with it either, so I'm gonna have to be very mindful of that, and possibly I'm gonna have to be using Ogma for this, because he can double, and so I'm gonna need to just start picking them off efficiently. I'll probably have about until turn 5 to prevent this thief from getting to the village. I'm not too concerned about his damage output, it's everything that surrounds him that I'm kind of worried about. So like with Katria dealing with him, for instance, with a defense of 18 and then weapon triangle advantage, I actually think that I'll be taking 0 damage from this thief's brave sword. So yeah, because it's not a very powerful weapon, it just is lethal in that it attacks twice, and essentially any brave bow attack that I take will more or less be the death of any of my flyers, just one attack. Because let's see, these are 7, 21 damage plus the 2 damage from A rank bows, 23, 33. So 33 minus 18 is like, what, 15? She might survive, but honestly, I'm not willing to risk it. And so I'm gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna go too hard. We will mend up Zane so Zane can fly up this way on the next turn. Luckily enough, there are only 2 units with bows up here, so my Draco Knights are actually going to be very useful for this chapter, fighting his Night-Filled Sky with my own Knights, so that'll be pretty solid. Samson is a good axe user. He's actually just a better version of Ward, because he can double think. Well, not double. He doesn't get doubled. He can hit. And he's stronger? No, he's not stronger. But he also can use swords, so he's not a one-trick pony. Board, honestly, is just on this map so that if I need someone to take a hit that would kill them, I can use Board instead. Because he's been massively underwhelming. If I wouldn't even be using him had Barst not died first thing on this map, so we'll move Katria. What? You have a Rider's Bane. I'm going to... You have 16 speed, he has 18, 19, 21. Okay, so Kata's going to have to move this way. What I think is going to happen is I'm going to trade the Gradivis and the Star Sphere over. And we'll deal with it this way, honestly. Have a Steel Axe equipped. Ooh, no, let's do the Killer Axe, because then I have a higher chance of crit. I can attack twice, which will be awesome. It'll get me up to B rank axes, so I can trade over the Silver Axe as well, which will be nice. This will also give a chance for everybody else to kind of catch up. I think that by drawing them all over to one side, it's going to make things a little difficult to navigate, but it won't be the worst thing in the world. Also, all these enemies here, none of them have weaponry that will kill my rider, Kata. So I think that Kata will be taking on a lot of these guys as they come down. The one thing that I have to worry about really is this horseman right here. So if I can deal with him, I don't have to worry about this guy as much for another turn, because he won't even make it down to where he can attack, so I'll just have to be careful. I can arguably use George on this upcoming turn, too, if they're not able to kill the Dragoon. Just keep Marth moving. Don't visit the village till the end of the chapter, because I do need the Starlight Tome. Zane's gonna fly up this way best he can. It's just a matter of slowly navigating up this way. Alright, but now Katria gets to use this weapon without using durability. And yeah, he won't be dead, so I can use George. Definitely need to use George now. Awesome. Okay, so gotta be careful about this guy. Stay out of his range, but nobody else has any super effective weapons. So I'm gonna use George. It's a longbow. Why don't we try using the silver bow? Alright, and we're gonna just make a wall to deal with all these enemies that are going to be attacking us. Hey, you know, George heard me kind of talking about him underwhelming in my last snippet recording, so maybe he's trying to work on those stat gains. I know for a fact that they will all they're all capable of killing if I am not careful. So I just need to bear that in mind and not be too over-ambitious. If I make one line, they can only get attacked by 2 maximum enemies, and I don't think that any of them will die from 2 enemy attacks. So I think that this is going to be okay for now. I'm not overly concerned. This guy has an armor slayer, but I don't have any armored units, so the joke's on him. It actually gives me weapon triangle advantage with most of my units, so I just need to be careful with a lot of these guys that are just chilling in here, because we've still got a Rider's Bane unit and a Brave Bill unit, so that kind of discards the option of going in with either a cavalry unit or a flying unit. So I need to be careful of the effective weaponry on this map. So I am going to use Tiki as one of my blocking units. I think I will also be using Keda, Katria, Pala, and probably Zane. I need to... Ogma actually might be a good choice as well. So, just, again, gotta stay out of the bow range of that one guy. I have 15 speed, so I need to not put anybody in this back line, because I know that there are some units that have javelins. This unit has a killer lance, and has a killer lance, and that is mildly terrifying, to put it lightly. So I just gotta think about how I want to do this. I don't want to give the Gradivis to Keda, because I don't want her to double. I don't want her to kill everything she comes into contact with, because she will die that way. So I'm gonna leave her equipped with the javelin. I think that I'm going to keep Ogma with the killer axe. I'm going to leave Est back here for now, and I'm going to have Wendell come up and heal up Katria. Let me think. They both have 18 defense, and neither of them gets doubled. So I think I'm going to use Zane just so I don't have to worry about Pala possibly dying. You have the Gradivis, that's going to be good, solid damage being dealt. This Killer Lance unit wouldn't kill if it crit, but it would be super unfortunate if they did. It's a little late to move that person, so I'm just going to have to keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't go poorly. Just gotta get all my units into a position where they'll be able to help the fight. So, if need be. Except for Julian. Julian's not fighting. Zane, you'll come here with your javelin. And I have to make a choice between these two. I think I'm gonna choose Katria. And just keep my fingers crossed that this doesn't end up getting somebody killed. Alright. Oh, that actually is better, because that means nobody's attacking Tiki from one range. The Killer Lance person is a little scary still, but I don't double her. That's great. I'm okay with that, and that is a level up for my Katria. Honestly, I'm fine with her just getting skill and defense. She's about to cap out a lot of her other stats right now. I think speed is at 23. Not sure when defense caps. It might be 25, but she's so high on a lot of her stats that getting less stats at these lower levels is fine. She's still got a ways to go. She has 17 more levels she can get. Two misses. That's pretty solid. And then Keda... Okay, you missed one too. That's unfortunate, but I mean, this is why we have George. Oh, good. So that is all we're dealing with there. Ah, shoot. Okay. They both heal. Oh, dang it. That's like essentially if I did nothing. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Bye-Bye Birdie to deal as much damage. Oh, hold on. 13, 12, 8, 8, 17. Honestly, Parthia will exactly kill at this point. I think we're gonna do it. And that is going to be a lot of solid experience. Kiki does a decent amount of damage. Thoron, you don't quite deal enough damage, which is okay. I have to figure out how I want to do this, though. Another Brave Lance unit. It's unfortunate that they have javelins, but that's okay, honestly. It's 31 damage. I'll figure out how I want to do this. I've still got... I don't have any magic, so I only deal 1 damage. Oh my god. Okay. I also have weapon triangle disadvantage, so that's not helping. But... you've got a javelin, so why don't I attack you with the killer axe? What do we do with any of these other ones? You kill with the Mercurius, but you have you're pretty likely to get hit, so... yeah, we'll just, who has my Fortify? Riss has the Fortify, so I might need to be using that here in a minute. You get doubled, so we're not going to do that. How do you deal... do you have a 100% chance to hit at any point? You do not. So... that's a forest. You go... okay, so... to reach these backline units, I'll need to be a little careful. So you have a hand axe. Nobody actually attacked Ogma. You can double this guy, so I think that we're going to have you do that. We're going to figure out how to deal with all of this in a minute. I really wish somebody else could use bows, you know? It's not the end of the world, but still a little unfortunate. Alright, so he doesn't quite reach on the next turn, but turn 4, yeah. Turn 5 will be our last chance to deal with that, so I think we're just gonna slowly move everybody forward. We definitely need to deal with this guy on this upcoming turn. Because if we don't, then we can kiss one of our flying units goodbye. I think... that's the issue. Alright. If I remember, the Excalibur is wind magic for men. Okay, so... you have 5 magic, and Riss has 11, so if you can one-shot this guy, that means that he can't too. Although, you... wind magic, oh, that's a B-level tome, so you can't even use it. Shoot. Oh well, that's okay. I actually think I've figured out how we're going to do this. So Wendell's going to attack this guy. We need Riss for healing anyway, so this is fine. Okay, we're going to start breaking a hole in their defenses. And once I kill these guys, there's no more flying units out here, so it's just a bunch of cavalry units, and they won't be able to pass here, essentially, if I create a wall up leading up to there. So I need to hope this crit goes through, if I can get one. Yes. Alright. It's another unit down. That's not what I meant to do. What I can... This does mean is... a javelin attack here. Alright. Alright, so if I use the glue joke, it's a one-shot on you. It's a one-shot on all of you, actually, so... And I double, so I'm guaranteed to kill you, and that'll deal with all three of them. So, yeah, you are dead officially. And hopefully we can keep getting more levels on Tiki. I think she's going to be my ace in the hole on the final map, so I just need to make sure she stays alive. And that is a great way to make sure that happens. That's a good level up. So S, we're going to use an Iron Lance just to... Oh gosh, that's terrifying, honestly. If you're in the 90s, that we shouldn't be missing, so I think that that's going to be okay. Step right here. What's in the convoy? We do have a recover, but... I would have honestly rather had it to where... No javelin, no javelin. So, if I can kill this guy, I don't have to worry about this. So... we'll just recover you up to full. And you can hit him with the glue joke. Nice. And now there are no enemies that can reach my other injured unit. And they also can't reach Agma. We're in a solid spot. I'm okay with this. Yeah, and I need to kill that thief on the next turn, so... Nice. That is also fine. All right. It's an exact kill. I will take it. Okay. I would have preferred some defense there, but I will take what I can get. Maybe Agma can get a pot shot on this dude. Probably got to level 3. Catria's level 3. I believe that reinforcements will start appearing on turn 7, so I need to be careful there as well. And I do want to visit the shops. If I can kill Michaelis quickly, I think that'll be pretty important. I also think it might be worth sending somebody in onto a fort. It would probably have to be Keda onto the fort. It's a risky play, but if I can take out this Dragoon quick enough while she's fully healed on the fort, I don't think there's any possible way for her to die otherwise, because she just has such high avoid. 37 plus the 15 she gets from the fort is 52. 52 avoid. She'll have weapon triangle against this guy, so this guy will have more or less no chance of hitting. These guys are a little scarier, but like the Brave Lance users will only have like a 30-something chance to hit her. And not to mention, they don't deal a whole lot of damage compared to like this guy with the forged javelin. He's probably the scariest one, but I would imagine that she does okay in this situation. I think I'm gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. Okay, so I hit him and got my weapon level up, so now I can use silver axes. I think putting Pala on the mountain. Alright, Pala's gonna get some experience then. Alright, I don't have to worry about this village for the rest of the map. I will come back and visit it before the end. Alright, we're gonna trade the Gradivis back. And we'll trade the Star Sphere as well. What am I trading it for? The Blue Joke. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. Wendell can use Amend here. And I want to try and keep getting staff level up on Lind. So who has my warp? Wendell has the warp staff. We'll trade the barrier for the heal so that we can make sure Kata's fully healed for her excursion into danger on the next turn. And I think that a scary mage dude is going to show up on turn 10. I don't actually know which hole he's going to come out of, so I might block that up, deal with reinforcements. Oh god, here they come. That was a very unfortunate time to drop your imitation. Let's see, Brave Sword, Rider's Bane. That's not gonna do it. Pala. Est. Where's Katria? Oh, jeez. Okay. We're gonna imitate Kata. We're gonna do it this way. Keep the javelin equipped. Remind me who has the javelin. Okay. So I just need to be very careful here. keep your Gradavis equipped. And I think that this is going to be a time for fortifying. This is actually going to be a really good way to deal with this, I think. So... they won't be able to get past this area right here. Gonna heal up Zane. Maybe bait out a ranged attack here. And we're just going to leave Est on the outskirts of the range so she doesn't get attacked by anybody. Yeah, this is going to be time for a fortify, because Pala will not survive 2 attacks from these guys. Oh, that was the issue. This guy had a Rider's Bane. I'm glad I realized that before it was too late. So, here's what'll happen. Just going to swap you two. We've got the Javelin. Staff, we'll use the Fortify, heal everybody up. Definitely worth it. They both deal 26. This guy doesn't reach. This guy doesn't reach anybody either. Alright, so this will be the last turn before we poof Kata in here. So, alright, that'll do it.